Oh, man, I am so grateful for all the people that donate money. It's amazing to me that we are able to make this show because people donate by going to patreon.com/wehaveconcerns. Isn't that amazing?
I mean, I'm pretty blown away by it.
I
You wanted more energy out of me.
I was hoping maybe that... Drink your coffee.
I turned into a little goblin and ran away.
Oh, rumple earlobes, come back.
Come back. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Cannata.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens. We had our patron hangout last night, and somebody in the patron hangout asked me point blank, why am I so afraid of death?
I know, that was
great.
pretty intense.
That was Robert who asked me that.
That's an intense moment.
Yeah, that's this is every month we hang out with patrons at the $5 level or above. We do like a special thing, and you can jump on cam and talk to us. And this dude point blank was like, "Hey, Anthony, I just want to know why you're so afraid of death." And
yeah, it took a turn.
It took a turn. It took a real dark turn.
Those hangouts are pretty light.
They're pretty chill normally.
No, but it was awesome.
It was awesome because I sort of explained I'm not so much afraid of death as I am just like extremely bummed because I get, on a universal scale, I get a microsecond. I get a moment. I get a moment to exist within the universe, and I don't get to see all the cool stuff that comes after.
It's like galactic FOMO.
Yeah.
It's not just fear of death, it's fear of missing out on all the great things that the world has potential to offer.
Yeah, man.
Think of all the new iPhones that we will potentially miss.
They will have up to 6 cameras in the future.
It's amazing.
Just in a row.
That's going to be so great.
You're going to be able to do so many things.
And the touch sensor will be so much more efficient.
No, so I think, for me, I've always been, I haven't always put a conscious thought towards this, but I'm always kind of like, hey, I want to maximize my healthy and aware time on this planet.
Yes.
I want to maximize those good years. I think everybody does,
Sure.
But what we're finding, according to this story sent in by Loster on our We Have Concerns subreddit, that's wehaveconcerns.reddit.com. You can also email us, wehaveconcernshow@gmail.com. An ongoing study has been run about the underlying things that cause aging in human beings.
Okay. Is it time?
It's time is what they found.
Wow.
They used $16 million of grant money.
Wow.
And they
Well
found
done.
out that the longer somebody is alive, the more they age.
That is shocking.
They also drove to the press conference in Maybachs and Bentleys. And everybody was like, that's a little weird. That's a little weird
They
for people
rolled
who
up
work
with
at public universities.
They rolled up with their giant gold chains.
Yeah.
And they're like, we got some science.
Oh, you guys ready for the science? Yo, what's up? We've been studying really, what's that word? Intently.
Yeah.
We've been studying a lot about oldness and
That's right.
stuff.
That's right. We want everyone to be able to age gracefully. That's why you have to let time pass.
Yeah, that's right. We found out that time is the number one killer, y'all. Time is the number one killer. Thank you for your money. Thank you for coming out.
Peace.
Dixie, really?
Why did they put that on the Bentley?
Dixie?
It was weird.
That's weird that you would get Dixie installed. No, what we found is that it's something that we already knew. It's methylation of the DNA. So
okay.
So what happens is this chemical attaches to your DNA and kind of, depending on who you are, can damage it or not damage it.
Okay. Can I persuade it to not damage it?
Maybe. I don't know. That's not what they're really looking at, Jeff.
All right.
They're just looking at the whys.
Okay.
With the idea that eventually, maybe we'll be able to slow this down. Here's the thing, Robert, who asked me the question, whether scientists admit it or not, they're all working to stop death.
Oh, yeah. How could we not?
They're all working to stop death.
Yeah.
In the back of their minds, they're like, am I the one that does it? Am I the one that makes humanity fucking immortal?
Yeah.
Let's do
because that's
this.
the brass ring there.
That's really it.
Yeah.
I mean, that or, like a really efficient electric car.
Yeah, or like jetpack.
Yeah, or like jetpack.
Hoverboard.
Yeah.
Immortality. Those are like the top 3 real.
Invisibility cloak.
Yeah, love potion.
Yeah, I love potion. These are all the things that scientists are really working towards.
Yeah.
all scientists are 12 years old. If you're older than 12, and this is why they're studying aging so much, is if you look older than 12 in the science community, no one takes you seriously.
That's right. You gotta stay young.
It's like pop stars and actors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like we want to hear the story of young success.
Think of
youthful success.
Think of any scientist you've ever heard of. Picture them in your mind. Young person, right? Just a tiny baby,
just a tiny
infant face.
Yeah, really, really just attractive young people. That's
a shame. It's a real shame. I think they should open it up. It's really the propaganda of Hollywood that's ruined everything. It's that baby geniuses.
That's what it is.
That baby geniuses.
Baby geniuses too, particularly super
world,
babies.
Yeah, the world that movie and that franchise wrought on us.
Yeah. So here's the thing that they found.
We can't all be baby geniuses. Baby geniuses.
There are 353 specific sites on your genome that rise and fall according to a very specific pattern as you age.
Okay.
And that pattern's consistent across the population, okay? There are these signs of aging within our genome.
All right.
Now...
It's like droopy cheeks.
Yeah.
Flabby arms.
Harrison Ford nose.
Right.
Yeah. It's
all
those things.
Ear hair.
Mm-hmm. So the deal is this sort of methylation of your DNA happens at a different rate depending on who you are. And they don't know why, but here's what they know. For like the top 5% of the people who have like this, for the people who age the quickest, who have this
the quickest?
For the
what does
people
that
who
even
have
mean?
this methylation. Well, think about it. You probably know some people who at 20 looked 20, but you probably know some people who at 20 looked like maybe 25 or 30 even.
Okay. Well, I always
mean?
attribute that to just hard living.
But that's what they're saying. This is what's interesting.
Huh.
For some people, for the top 5%, the people who have the most methylation of their DNA, doesn't matter. I mean, lifestyle does matter, but they're going to age quickly no matter what.
Huh.
They're just going to age faster.
So you're just fucked.
Some people are literally fucked. Some people age the slowest, like me. I'm a beautiful looking young man right now.
Right, because
you'd never guess that I'm 323 years old.
I would not guess that.
And that's because of various pacts that I've made with dark forces, but it's also because of a low methylation of my genome.
Well, that's 6 of one, half dozen the other, I guess.
So here's the deal. The example that they give is you take two 60-year-old men, okay?
I'd rather not.
Take them. They're yours.
Yeah,
you have to watch them. Nobody else is going to watch them.
Where are they going to sleep?
I don't know. Figure that out. You should have thought of that. So
it's like I'm living in The Odd Couple.
That's what it is. You got to paint a line down the middle of the room because they don't like to talk and they do not like to share stuff.
Oh, boy.
And one of them's very clean.
Two 60-year-old men.
Two 60-year-old men. You got Peter, whose aging rate ranks in the top 5%, and Joe, whose rate is the lowest 5%. Now, if they're both smokers and have stressful jobs, Peter has a 75% chance of dying in the next 10 years.
Huh.
Joe only has a 46% chance.
Huh, this is the Keith Richards effect.
It's the Keith Richards is definitely in the bottom 5%.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants and he's still alive.
These people who are like...
He's 1,000 years old and he poisons himself daily and he's like, I don't know. It works.
Yeah.
It's just some people are...
I'm just fucking rock and roll and stuff.
And then, you have
like... remove the needle from your neck, asshole. I'm trying to ask you how you stay young.
Yeah. It sucks.
Yeah.
And then some other person does heroin one time and explodes. They literally explode from heroin.
Yeah, you see it all the time. There was a group of people that came to my junior high when we had a big assembly.
Yeah.
And they were like, listen, we're here to talk to you about something very serious. We're here to talk to you about drugs.
Yeah?
Now, we're cool. We're cool like you. I'm wearing overalls because it was the 90s and that's what we did at the time.
That's
and
right.
Even though I'm a little old to be doing it, I'm doing it just to let you know that I'm cool. Hold on. Let me sit backwards in this chair and lean in real close.
And I'm wearing a giant gold chain, and I hope that my grant to do some science experiments later gets approved.
Maybe one day we'll drive that Maybach up to the press conference that we've always imagined. But for right now, we're just working this beat and telling you kids about the seriousness of a drug.
Don't do a drug.
No. Let me show you this videotape of a man whose head is exploding and tell you that it's because of a drug.
Do you know how veins work? If you stick something into them, it's like a balloon. If you put too much in it, it'll pop.
That's right.
That's how your brain works on drugs.
That's it. Trust us, we know a lot about science.
Don't ever
But
inflate.
we're cool.
So cool.
Like, don't worry about how much we know about science. Like, we're smart, but we're still cool.
That's right. I'm going to dance.
Don't do a drug, I guess. I need to do 100 more hours of this community service before they let me stop.
Yeah.
So, Jeff, would you be interested in knowing where you sit on this bracket?
Is this information that I can leverage in some way? I mean, is this something that could be useful to me, or is it just finding out how fucked you are?
It's finding out how fucked you are. Some people want to know how fucked they are.
I mean, I guess it's useful to know how fucked you are, because then it's like, well, now I have to be particularly careful.
You know, it's like my friend who has a history of Alzheimer's in his family.
Yeah.
And they ask you, they're like, do you want to, we can give you a test and we can pretty much know. And there are some people that want to know.
Yeah.
And there are some people that don't. There's not much you can do about it.
That's the problem.
You
know what this is? This is fucking fate.
This is basically...
It's fate!
Yeah, it's the episode of The Twilight Zone where William Shatner goes to the diner and there's the fortune-telling machine.
Yeah.
And he just he's got to know. He's got to know. He keeps putting, and he won't do anything unless the fortune-telling machine tells him.
This is nature's version of destiny.
Yeah.
You're fucked, or you're not fucked.
That's
How
it.
fucked are you?
I don't know.
Oh,
Would you do
I
it?
hate
What if I
this.
told you there's a $300 blood test that'll tell you?
I mean, I probably would do it.
I'd do it too. These
Yeah.
guys can do it for $300.
Wow.
Horvath says, but he has no plans to market the test, but he admits he's run his own.
What?
Well, here's why. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
You'd think to yourself, oh, this is a useful test. He says insurance companies are already quite interested in this sort of thing, right?
Well, we can't give you insurance. Your rates are going to be super high because you were born fucked.
Because you age faster.
You were born fucked.
This is some Gattaca level bullshit.
I got BF's disease.
This is some Brave New World nonsense. Like, that's the thing. Is
I do
he's
not like.
He's like, this is certainly a test that we can run, and we can find underlying factors. He's like, but it's more important to find these underlying factors and how to reverse them than to just release this test.
Who is this altruistic God man? Like, it seems like any other person in his position would be like, I'm selling to the insurance companies, buying a Bentley, getting my gold chains, and going on tour.
Well, this is a team. One guy's name is Wolf Reich.
Yeah, Wolf
and the
Reich.
other guy's name is Steve Horvath. And Steve Horvath is the guy who said that he doesn't want to market the test. He did say that he's currently 48, and the test indicates that he's 5 years older than that.
Wow.
His innate aging rate is too old or is too fast for him to become a centenarian. Like, he knows.
He knows he's not going to be 100.
Can't reach 100. Mathematically.
What do you do? What do you do? You just
bungee jump out of a balloon, I guess.
Yeah, you do. You live. You turn to that Brock life.
Yeah, you.
It doesn't matter.
You surf and rob banks.
It doesn't matter.
I think that's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
Surf and rob banks.
Surf and rob banks.
They did find that these sort of hard living things do still have a huge effect.
Of course.
You know? A huger effect than actually methylation has.
Right.
So, like, even if you're on like this train, this fast death train, the bullet train to death is what they call it scientifically. Smoking, drinking, partying hard because you're like, fuck it, I'm aging quickly anyway, is actually the most destructive thing you can do.
Well, it's amplified for you.
Yeah.
It's even worse for you. So that sucks.
You want to live even more cleanly to maximize.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like you got it's like you got brittle bones.
You got those bird bones.
You can't play football.
No.
You're not going to get out on the basketball court
Doesn't
with brittle
matter how
bones.
big your heart is.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how big your heart is.
Coach,
your bones
my
are
heart's
brittle.
real big.
I'm sorry, son. Your bones are basically like birds. You got bird bones.
I know I got the bird bones, Coach, but I've been memorizing the playbook and I've been running every practice and I know all the patterns and I want
you put
just
in more
one play,
hard work.
Coach.
You put in more hard work than my entire starting team combined, and yet I'm just going to let you sit on the bench and get water. Could you just give me? Oh Jesus! Oh God! Your arm! No,
Coach.
Oh Jesus!
I'm telling. I can't even feel it because another part of my congenital disease is that I can't feel pain. I'm like a dark man, but a bird.
Oh,
I can't feel any. I'm like a Luke Cage, but a bird.
Like a bird. You're not Birdman, and you're not Dark Man.
No.
If only there was some alliteration I could make. Some like Dark Bird or
like
Bird Dark.
Listen, I feel like we're losing the point here.
All right. son.
I'm gonna get hurt no matter what, Coach.
Well, maybe if
but
you
I'm
only
telling you,
only
if
give
you
me
put me in,
maybe just half a glass of water next time.
No.
It's not so heavy.
I'm gonna get hurt no matter what. But
All
I'm
right.
telling you, I'd rather get hurt out there than in here. Put me in, Coach, just for one play. I'm gonna run it in.
All right, I'll put you in.
Now entering the game, subbing out for number 46, number 00.
Dark Bird
Johnson. Dark Bird Johnson. All right, everybody. Oh, he tripped. Oh, that's the sound of 300 bones breaking. Oh, God. He is shattered. He is just shattered.
Step aside.
Who's the irresponsible man who put this boy in the game?
That was me.
Who would do this?
He begged for it.
You knew he had the bird, but it doesn't matter if he begged. He has bird bones. You're an adult. He's a child.
Just once I wanted him to live his dream.
Live his dream? That's very irresponsible.
Sir, step aside. This boy is just a pile of bones at this point.
I feel real mangled, Coach. Did I get it in? Did I run it in?
No, you didn't even get the ball, son.
Why, Coach?
You
now that I think about it, it was real dumb of you to put me in, Coach. You're supposed to be
Dark Bird Johnson, all you did was you tapped the boy that you were replacing, and your whole body collapsed in a pile of...
I felt it reverberate through me.
You didn't even run a play, son. But you know what? Everyone cheered.
I was like unto a human tuning fork.
Sir, you should really not talk to him anymore. His jaw is dislocating.
I dislocated my jaw just talking, and my vocal cords popped out of place again. Coach, you're a terrible human being.
What you wanted to? You
You're an
begged
idiot,
me.
Coach. I'm a child. Goodbye. Maybe forever. Probably forever.
Yeah, definitely forever.
Forever, Coach. This is it.
So it's kind of like that, in the sense that you really have to live your life in a very specific way if you have this knowledge. Is this basically like the die is cast from birth?
Yes.
It's your die is cast.
Sort of.
You're just living out the fate of your genes.
Yeah.
You're just gonna try to make the best of it.
We've already known this. We're all living out the fate of our genes. We
man.
get that. There's epigenetic stuff like this, and it makes a difference. And you can certainly use your knowledge of it to change things. And we have seen that epigenetic stuff doesn't necessarily kick in the way we thought it would. Like, there was all those studies like they were like, it doesn't matter if you have the fat gene in some cases, in some ways, just because you have a single gene that we link to obesity doesn't mean you're going to be obese. Methylation doesn't necessarily mean you're going to age crazy fast.
Right.
I mean, it kind of does, but there are
probably
things
will.
that you can do that can help a little bit, and eventually we'll find ways that we can go in and go into a room and push a button and our DNA is different.
That'd be great,
and that's gonna be dope.
I want button room.
That's what I want. I want that button room.
Yeah,
Give me that button room.
because I don't want to be BF. I don't want BF's disease, man. I don't want born fucked.
I think at this point in our lives we would know. Because you're 49.
I'm not.
You're 49. You're
not.
right. I'm sorry. I was at your 50th birthday. I apologize.
That's not even remotely true.
And you look real good for 50. So we know that you don't have this.
Yeah.
Because you're old.
I'm not.
You're so old.
Okay. But my genes don't think so.
No.
So that's good. You just think so. I don't. Basically, you are like the methyl.
No, I
You're
think
like
you look
crystal
very
meth
young.
for
I
me.
think you look very young for your age.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't like the idea that my son that I just had, he's just like his lifespan has been determined right now. Like, there's nothing he can do about it.
Oh, yeah.
That sucks.
He says right here that he can check, he could do for $300, he could look at Kylo's blood right now and tell you if he's going to get hit by a car in what day.
Oh, my God.
What day and time.
That's dark.
That's what it's genetics, man.
Oh,
There's no,
okay.
that's
All
just
right.
the way it is. I mean, I'm not saying that Kylo's going to get hit by a car. I'm saying this guy could tell with his test.
Okay.
Anyway. Most babies get
not
hit.
going there.
Most babies get hit by cars.
Uh-huh.
What do
And
you
by
guys
that
think?
you mean the band Cars, and they always get hit by the desire to listen to their best songs.
Oh no, just look up census data. The amount of baby deaths by car is.
Yeah, I was trying to save you on that. but it's not saving you.
What do you guys think? Would you take this test? Do you want to know? And where do you think you rank? I think everybody has kind of an idea.
Well, I think you always will rank yourself a little younger than science would say.
I bet I would
It's
rank myself older.
You have a little bias, I think, to kind of go, I think I'm pretty good.
Pretty good.
I think I'm a little Keith Richardsy.
You can let us know on Twitter. I'm at A Carboni.
I'm at Jeff Canada.
You can also comment on the subreddit. We have concerns.reddit.com. This story was submitted there by Loster, and you can comment right there. Talk to the rest of the concerned citizens in the community. My stars, the internet, it connects us all.
Thank you, Internet.
Oh, hashtag
BF's disease.
Hashtag Darkbird.